fighter.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's keep rolling right along to our main event tonight. Only a few more fights to go until our championship finale. But now, ladies and gentlemen, our 8th fight on the card remains under MMA rules in the bantamweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the short line Buick and GMC red corner, please welcome Alex Apodaca.
Apodaca on his way to the cage, 135-pound MMA fight.
Well, Alex has made her way to the cage. The ladies take center stage here for the first time in a while tonight. Alex Apodaca from Denver, 26 years of age, 5'7", 135 pounds, debut fighter. We're getting used to that debut word.
Yes, we are. My apologies to Miss Apodaca. I said making his way to the cage. That was my mistake.
Well, she's probably Alexandra and, could have a cousin Alex or something, I grew up with a bunch of Apodacas in Fort Collins, baseball players. Baseball players. Avery Sage says that her style's aggressive cuddling.
And her opponent, fighting out of the Century Chevrolet blue corner, please welcome Avery Sage.
The aggressive cuddler Sage.
Is that like involuntary origami?
Yeah, that's exactly.
Laundry with people still in their clothes.
I always love it when the ladies get in the cage and make sure that the men know that it's not just a men's sport. Speaking of upcoming card, Macy Barber's back after that torn ACL. She's back in action here soon.
She's always an exciting one to watch.
Absolutely.
Always brings it. Been doing it since a very young age.
Saw her, tear that in the first round of that fight and goes the distance. Yeah. That's how tough she is.
Wow.
Waiting around, I think at some point in time we'll get a little visit from Mr. Dustin Jacoby as he is in action next week.
Yay.
Taking full advantage of that after fighting for glory for so many years. Won that King of Sparta tournament, and that's what got him noticed and got him back into the UFC. Taking a little while longer here to get rolling. The aggressive cuddler is coming into the cage. I've never seen an aggressive cuddling style.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bantamweight MMA bout is brought to you by Gold's Gym Cheyenne. Let's meet our fighters. First, fighting out of the short line Buick and GMC red corner from Denver, Colorado, representing Factory X, Alex Apodaca.
Representing a great gym.
And her opponent, fighting out of the Century Chevrolet blue corner from Las Vegas, Nevada, representing Syndicate MMA, Avery Sunshine Sage.
Sunshine.
Putting on the grr face. Apodaca wearing the pink gloves, Sage in the white gloves.
Fighter, any questions? Fighter questions? Touch them up back to your...
What
Nobody has any questions.
Strikes me right away. Both fighters. Let's see how they kick because they both got long legs.
Yeah, they do. Apodaca just calm and all smiles over in her corner.
Yeah, both ladies are smiling quite a bit. Let's see if they can bring it. Ooh, nice little short left by Apodaca. Apodaca could throw some punches. Apodaca going up top again. Sage kind of leaning forward.
Yeah, with that, as much of a reach advantage as Sage had, no need for that lean.
No.
Don't need to put your opponent's targets within range with undue reason.
Yeah, great point, JR. You're almost like you're leaning in, makes it tougher to avoid punches. Sage the aggressor here, pushing Apodaca up against the cage.
Corner called for a body knee and she threw it. Good job by Sage listening.
Yep, again, great pointing that out, JR, because the fighters that are very young in their careers, a lot of them don't do it until after the fact.
Nice arm work and turn by Sage in order to get her back off the cage, get her opponent turned into the cage.
Yep, Apodaca's.
She's trying for that guillotine, but she just doesn't. As long as Sage keeps her head up, Apodaca not going to be able to get that.
No, but what she did do is she reversed positioning.
Yep.
And was able to press her up against the cage. And again, that was that leaning in a little bit.
Used it to get that turn. Very nicely done by Apodaca.
Both ladies using those knees, and Apodaca really cranking on that neck and forcing Avery's neck down. Both ladies doing a great job here, staying aggressive. Oh, nice counter punch. Leg kick by Avery. Apodaca, I think, bleeding just a little bit, but she comes off with a punch there, JR. Nice body kick to the ribs by Apodaca, but again, Apodaca bleeding because she's been caught a couple times by Sunshine.
Sage switching back and forth between counter striking and being offensive. Definitely lets her opponent sort of wonder what's going to happen, but as we've seen in a couple other fights, you definitely want to have your foot on the gas and be the one pressing forward.
Oh, Apodaca hit with 2 or 3 combinations right there, a 3-punch combination, 2 of the 3 punches connected.
10 seconds left in the round.
Avery with a couple nice shots.
Big punches by Sage to finish the round.
Both women doing a great job here, providing the action, both getting their punches in, and again, a tough round to score.
That was.
Boy, I thought it looked like Avery Sage might have a tough time of it. She bounced right back and got into it.
Yes, she did.
Great night of action so far. This is fight number 8 of 14, and it really hadn't been a bad fight on the card, JR.
See Sage probing forward with the jab. Like you pointed out early on, the strikes were good, but she was leaning her whole body into it, which allows Apodaca to be that much closer without having to work to bridge that gap. Makes the job of countering much, much easier.
Yeah, I thought Apodaca at about the minute 30 mark till 45 seconds controlled that round, but then Sage came back at the end of that round and got some great punches in. You know, I always think that, should you have a nickname as an amateur?
As an amateur, yeah. Maybe not coming into your first fight. Maybe not, but
I had that conversation with Grant Neal. It took him for a while to decide on what he wanted to go by.
Yeah.
The truth. All right, here we go. Second round here. Sunshine comes out and puts the pressure on. Alex Apodaca had a solid round and comes back with the overhand right.
Boy, Sage landed well from the outside with punches and kicks to start off the second round.
Yeah, that front kick to the solar plexus she hit twice in a row, JR. Apodaca presses Sage up against there, but again, both these ladies with extremely long legs. It makes it tough to bring them down. They're listening to her corner again.
Yep, they're doing a good job of it. That allowed her to get off the cage.
We've done a few events together, JR, and you know this may be the night where I see fighters that have paid attention to their corner more than I've seen before as a collective whole.
Good point.
Apodaca with a nice combination there. The right gets through.
Maybe listening to your corner will be the new black for 2021.
Hey, how about that? Both these ladies doing a great job. Padilla with the front kick right there. The front snap kick is a very effective kick because, number one, keeps your opponent at bay and you score right in the solar plexus. That doesn't tickle. Padilla goes upstairs and then with the overhand right.
Yeah, Sage was starting to flinch away from those strikes a little bit.
But every time she comes right back. She really leans in. Left for Padilla scored. Left again. Kind of found a home for that.
And Apodaca is still smiling her way through the fight. I love it.
He's doing a great job of staying aggressive the entire fight, something we did not see in the last fight.
Definitely both fighters willing to press forward here, no doubt about that.
Front snap kick again by Sage. Apodaca trying to look for her opening. 30 seconds left in this round. We'll see if who wants this last round bad, who wants to score.
One more time, Sage listening to her corner. They called for that front kick and then follow in. She did exactly that.
Apodaca with a nice block kick looked good, but Apodaca read that all along, counters back with the right hand and comes back in with the left jab. Front kick by Apodaca. Again, another solid round by these two ladies and another close fight. You see a lot of fights where you go, this is one-sided, you kind of have an idea, and there's been a lot of times they've gone to the scorecards tonight, JR, we've had no clue.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, both these fighters doing a really nice job, both offensively and defensively, switching back and forth.
God, it's great to be calling fights.
Checking out the replay here. That was the head kick by Apodaca. Sage saw it coming, got herself out of range, but Apodaca followed up nicely with more strikes. No single techniques, no single kicks, as Boss Rutan always said. Always have something in front of it or behind it, and Apodaca doing a good job of demonstrating exactly why.
Great point, JR, because when you follow up, if you're one and done, and a lot of times with debut fighters, you see that one shot, then they back off. As you said, Apodaca flowed into her next, whatever she was going to throw, be it a punch or a kick.
And more big smiles out of the Apodaca corner.
Yeah, she's like, I'm loving this. This is easier than training. Again, there's that front kick. Both ladies using that front kick, and they both have long legs. That's why you're seeing it. Sage moves a little more, but Apodaca with purpose. Nice block by Apodaca on that kick. Leg kick there. Trying to come up with some combinations here. This is the third and final round. Sage comes in and scores. Back comes Apodaca, the right jab landing.
Apodaca doing a nice job managing the distance.
She seems to have her right at the end of those jabs and knows where to score and then get out. Oh, big punch. That was a big punch to the fight. Either that or she really emphasized bringing her head back, but I think she had a little help.
Trying to get away from it, yeah. Apodaca not worried about stepping forward right away, though.
Minute 40, anybody's fight still. I'd say Apodaca probably has a slight lead in the fight the way I see it as she scores with the overhand right.
Corner Sage calling for volume. I agree with that.
Yep, you got to start moving forward. Apodaca continuing to throw, stay busy, but Sage with a counter.
Apodaca took a hard shot there, stepping in.
Both fighters looking for that spot. Now you kind of got to let it fly here. Apodaca stayed with that left hand. Second jab got her.
Yep, it was a good combination. Like we've talked about, it's the second or third strike that's going to have some positive effect for you.
Avery's corner trying to get her, implore her to go forward. Throw what you got left. Whatever gas you got in the tank.
Don't want to go back to the motel room feeling fresh and energized.
No. Sage catches that leg and backs up Apodaca against the fence, but can't do much with it. Apodaca backs off. 20 seconds left in this fight.
And both corners just really wanting their fighters to pour it on here at the end.
Apodaca gets the headlock in, that guillotine. And Sage is pounding away on her thighs trying to come up with something, but that's how it's going to end. Clinched up against the cage, and this is going to go to the judges' scorecard in another close fight on the night.
Judges earning their paychecks tonight.
Close fight here. Again, it's easy for us to say when the corners implore, we haven't been in there for three-minute rounds going, okay, guys, I'm doing the best I can here.
True enough, true enough. A lot of good even exchanges on the replay there. Both fighters willing to step forward multiple times throughout the fight. They each had tasted the power of the other and knew, hey, I'm going to get stung, but I think I can take it. And that allows you to continue that forward pressure. Back and forth they went.
Yeah, I don't think either fighter backed off, JR. I mean, there was moments where it lulled a bit, but not for long. They both used long legs to get their distancing. And I thought at times Apodaca had that spacing, that distancing in the right place, but every time you thought she was going to take advantage, Sage came right back.
Yep, agreed. Big Mo's got the word, making his way to the cage.
I would not be surprised to have another split decision in this one. I'm not a judge, nor do I play one on TV, but sometimes I think I am. Did Oscar go to the shaved look recently?
I'm not certain.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 full rounds, we go to your judges' scorecard for the official decision. Judges 1 and 2 scored about 29-28, while our third judge scores at 30-27, declaring your winner by unanimous decision, Alex Apodaca.
Congratulations, Miss Apodaca. Going home with the victory. Gotta feel good. She'll wake up with a smile tomorrow.
I thought that fight was closer. I think they got the right winner. But again, it's a close fight. You can see it from different angles, JR, and we've seen a lot of them tonight.